if you have a weak lower back, then you've probably been told to do a movement like this, like a Superman raise like this, okay? Great movement for the lower back, but way too challenging for most people, especially people with lower back pain. So what I want to do right now is I want to show you a couple different movements that are much easier variations of the Superman that are going to start strengthening your posture, the muscles between your shoulder blades and your lower back, and give you the strength to then eventually be able to do the Superman in a way that's a much more gradual buildup, because that's what we want. We don't want to just jump you into something that's too challenging. We want to gradually build you from where you're at to where we want you to be, all right? So the first movement is something you can do from a chair. All you're going to do is bring your feet straight forward. Your knees are going to go the same direction as your toes. It's a real good thing just to remember all the key points of alignment, even if you're not moving your knees. Now from there, nice tall posture. You're going to bring your arms out in front, your thumbs up like a hitchhiker, and then all you're going to do is this. Lift your arms over your head like this, pause for a second, and come back down. Now that might not be as high as you can go. Maybe your arms have to be bent like this, and that's totally fine. As you do this more, what you want to focus on is straightening the elbows and lifting your arms up as high as you can on every single repetition. Now you can do this every single day. You can even do this throughout the day for anywhere from like 30 seconds to a minute, and it's going to help improve the posture, wake up the lower back muscles, and strengthen that whole posterior chain from your tailbone to the back of your head, which is really valuable for people with lower back pain and even with bad posture. Now, once this gets too easy for you, what you can do is this. While you're sitting in the chair, instead of sitting up, you can bow forward from the hips. So what I want to mention here is don't bow forward from the hips like this and around your back, right? Bow forward from the hips like this with a nice tall posture and back. And once the moment you feel like you're going to start to go like this, that's too far. Only go as far as you can while keeping a nice flat back. Now arms come out again, and you're going to repeat the same movement. Arms overhead, pause, come back down. Arms overhead, reach, 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 and come back down, okay? Again, practicing this for 30 to 60 seconds. Now, if that's too easy, then all you gotta do is this. Stand up, again, toes straight forward, knees go in the same direction as the toes. This time, you're going to hinge through the hips like this, soft bend at the knees, find your good posture. So again, tailbone to the top of the head, one piece, not a rounded back like this. Arms come out front, thumbs up toward the sky, and you can whoop, lift your arms overhead like this, hold for a second, and come back down. What a fantastic movement for strengthening those muscles in between your shoulder blades and your lower back. Now, if you can do this movement with good form, with straight arms, then guess what? I'll bet you anything, you're finally strong enough to go back down to the floor and do the Superman raises. But don't start there. Start in the chair. It's so much more important for you to slowly build up over time than for you to do something that's way above what your body can do and end up hurting yourself more. So give this little progression of movements a shot, and your lower back and your upper back and your whole back will love you for it. Hey, if you like the idea of doing simple bodyweight exercises like this that are gonna help strengthen your whole body, but then you think to yourself, well, I don't know, like lunges and jump squats and push-ups are all too hard for me. Well, guess what? Not if you know the exact series of progressions you need to make to work from where you're at to those exercises, just like we did with the Superman, right? So imagine if you wanted to learn how to do a push-up so you could strengthen your core, your chest, your whole upper body, but you can't do a push-up. Well, maybe we start with a wall, and then we go down to a kneeling position, and then we finally work our way up to doing a push-up. Well, guess what? That's the type of workouts that we create over at WeShape. They're workouts that teach your body how to move the way it was meant to move, and that starts you out with foundational movements that help you build strength, flexibility, balance, and coordination, and over time, slowly graduate you from very basic things that anybody can do, all the way to things that you might look at right now and say, I can't do them. And the best part is they're tiny little progressions in between, so you're barely gonna notice the difference. It's gonna feel like a cross between physical therapy and bodyweight movements that's gonna make your body feel amazing. Now, the best part is I can tell you all about this, and you could say, sure thing, Coach Tyler, but the reality is you gotta feel it for yourself. So what we did is we created a free quiz where all you have to do is click the link, take that free quiz, and we'll build you a customized follow-along workout where we selected the appropriate level of each one of these movements for you based on your goals and your current capabilities. And over time, we'll build you up, build you up, build you up until your body is stronger, more flexible, has better balance, more coordination, and ultimately feels amazing. So click that link, take that free quiz, and I'll see you soon for that first workout with us.